So yesterday we have seen the detachment. It's here. Am I audible? Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
So we have seen here the detachment part, aparavairagyam, paravairagyam. Then we have seen this path of devotion. So these topics we covered. So what we are going to see today is Ashtanga Yoga. In Ashtanga Yoga, especially Samadhi. We will focus mostly on Samadhi. And if time permits, we will complete just an overview of other Angas also. What we are trying to cover today? What we are going to cover today is here. These two sutras, the 17th and 18th sutra, talks about the first chapter, Samadhi Pada. These two sutras talks about Samadhi. Then you have sutras from 40 to 50. All these talks about Samadhi. Especially the 17, 18 and 42 to 45 talks about what exactly Samadhi is. All other things are about the effects, benefits of Samadhi, consequence of Samadhi and all those things. So we will try to cover these sutras from Samadhi Pada. This is the flowchart for Sadhana Pada. So again, you can see different colors. They are grouped under one heading. We will send the flowchart. I don't know how to send. If any of you interested, please message me. You can note down my number and we will send the flowchart. You have my number, 98403 94093. You can note it down. So I'm sharing screen, so I cannot put it in chat. If possible, I'll put it. If you ask me, then I'll send you this flowchart. So here, you can see here the main heading. For example, Kleshas. Then what are the sutras related to it? Like that it goes. Here, where is Ashtanga Yoga comes? We have marked here. Whichever is color, these things are Ashtanga Yoga. From 29th sutra to the end, the second pada chapter, the Sadhana Pada, from 29th sutra till the end, we have Ashtanga Yoga. But we are not going to cover the entire thing. If time permits, we will touch like from asana, pranayama and pratyahara. These are all benefits of yama, niyamas, those things. So we'll not have enough time. So we will do it. So we will start from the Samadhi Pada thing. So everybody would be knowing Ashtanga Yoga. So just we will see what is that. Ashtanga Yoga. Ashta means 8. It's an 8-limb yoga. So the 8 limbs are yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. These are the 8 limbs. One has to progress from first to the last. So the first 5, just remember the one full hand. The first 5, that is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. These 5 are called bahiranga sadhana. That means you can do it. It is external. It is not internal. It is external. External to yourself. The 3, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, which are all internal, which is focused towards in, not towards out. So these are called antaranga sadhana, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. And the first 5 are called bahiranga sadhana. So this is the chart covering the Ashtanga Yoga. Starts from yamas, niyamas, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So what we are going to discuss the first part or the most of the time is about this dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Because I think this asana, many of you know, yama, niyama, you know, then asana, pranayama, pratyahara, many of you know. So we will touch it if time permits. Our focus is on antaranga sadhana, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. What is dharana? What is dhyana? What is samadhi? Like that we are going to discuss. Can any of you tell me what is the goal of Ashtanga Yoga? What is the objective? Where it leads?
Ashuddhi Chaya Jnana Deeptira.
Yes, that's the goal. But here in this step, which is my last goal? Which is my goal. If I do Ashtanga Yoga, what will I get? Yes, sir. If I do Ashtanga Yoga, what will I get?
State of oneness.
What's up? Oneness. Any answer? Any other answer? Doing Ashtanga Yoga, where I am heading to? See here, heading to Samadhi. The goal is Samadhi, or you can say goal is Dhyana, because once Dhyana, if Dhyana intensifies and cross certain limit, it becomes Samadhi. Up to Dharana, you can do. You can see here things you do. That means you can do Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, and Dharana. You can perform. Meditation you cannot do. It has to happen. Like flowering in a tree, or you want fruits from a tree. You cannot focus on fruits. You address the roots, the fruits will come. Fruits are the consequence. Like that, if you address up to Dharana, then one day Dhyana will happen. If the Dhyana intensifies, then Samadhi will happen. I think somebody is scribbling. Can you please, I don't know who's scribbling. Wait a minute. I just try to. Anybody knows how to erase it? Second. So, the purpose of Ashtanga Yoga is Samadhi. You can perform up to Dharana, whereas Dhyana will happen, Samadhi will follow. Now we are going to see what is Dharana, what is Dhyana, Samadhi, and all those things. So we will skip this thing about Asana, Pranayama, and Pratyahara. If time permits, we'll come back. Now we will discuss about different types and meaning, everything about Samadhi. Okay. Yesterday what we discussed, Apara Vairagyam, Para Vairagyam, right? Can anyone tell me in one line what is Apara Vairagyam, what is Para Vairagyam? Anyone in your own words, right or wrong, no issue. What is Apara and Para Vairagyam? The higher
from having a control over lower level desires is Apara Vairagya, right?
Yes, perfect. Very nice. What is Para Vairagyam?
Higher level, next level.
Super. Perfect. So if I get detached from my mind, from all the objects is Apara Vairagyam. Para means from the mind itself. Then I will get into Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. I will qualify for it. So let's first understand the concepts. What is Dharana, what is Dhyana, and Samadhi. So before that, we will get one more essence. I need a participation from all of you. Can you define this? What is meditation? Can anyone define what is meditation? I don't know the definition. I'm just asking.
Continuous flow of consciousness.
Super. Good, sir. Anybody answer? Any answer? Meditation na enna? What is meditation? I think many of us. Yes, please.
Feel of the physical and spiritual.
Okay, fine. Somebody else also said?
A state of thoughtlessness.
Okay, good. Very nice, sir. Nice. Good definition. Any other answer? Okay, next question I'll ask, then everybody will answer. Can you please define God? This everybody knows, like we all know. What is God? Who is God?
Which is completely pure, not
Okay,
like us.
very good.
We are pure.
We are impure. God is pure. Yes. Any answer?
No boundaries.
Yes, madam?
No, the God has no boundaries.
No boundaries. Okay.
Timeless.
Okay. Born in India, we should know, like God. We know God more than anyone else. More than anything, we know only God. Yoga, no problem. At least you should answer God. I need some little more explanation about God. All are what non-believers of God.
Anadi,
Another
he is
one.
Anadi. God is Anadi.
Yes.
He is Paramaguru,
Super.
defined by the sound Pranava.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, man. Somebody else?
Is the inner self, sir.
Inner self. So we know. We know what is God. We know what is meditation.
Supreme
Right?
power. Supreme power.
Very good. Very good. So all of us have. If you ask us to write some 1,000 words about God, we can write, right? Some 100 words about meditation, we all can write. We would have written YCB exams, everything, right? So we will see. Everybody likes this sweet gulab jamun. Anybody here? I don't like gulab jamun.
No one is here. Everyone likes it.
Everyone likes. Good, good. So no one is there. If you don't like sweet, you tell me which sweet you like. We will put that. Okay. Now I never tasted gulab jamun. I'm going to give you this gulab jamun. And not only I'm going to give, I'm going to feed you. Okay. Now you're tasting, just close your eyes and check whether you're tasting or not. You're tasting, right? You just feel the taste. Now I never tasted. Can any of you tell me how the gulab jamun tastes? How is the taste?
Sweet, soft.
Very soft. Very good.
Only assumption. Only assumption.
Why assumption, sir? You tasted, you have your the gulab jamun in your mouth. Please tell me, I can at least understand. I should get the taste of the gulab jamun by hearing from you.
But
Yes,
you want to
yes.
experience it.
It's experience.
It's like a bliss.
It's like a bliss. Very easy to get bliss. One gulab jamun, it's bliss. But why we are unable to put words? Why I'm unable to put it in words? Just simple sweet. Okay. What is the taste of water?
Tasteless.
Tasteless. Anybody? Any other answer? What's the taste of water?
Better you can drink.
I drank, man, but I want to confirm with you.
Tasteless, sir.
Tasteless. All are tasteless. Can you make it so tasty? Can you make the water so tasty without adding anything?
When we have thirsty so much,
Thirsty.
too much. Yeah.
So go to this now. Yeah, correct, man. Yeah, very peak summer. Just don't be with water for just 2-3 hours. Just walk in a hot summer. Then you just search food. We give food. You said no food, only water. Then after you are so much thirsty, if you give 1 glass of water, how will be the taste? The taste is Amrit. Amritamar.
Elixir of life, sir.
Yes, though without the taste, the tasteless water has become so taste. And we can't explain the taste of water to somebody who has not tasted. Somebody come from Mars is coming. For him, there is no water. Can you explain how the water tastes? Okay, I cannot explain to the person in Mars. In planet Earth, I'm asking you, please explain the taste of gulab jamun. Now write and give me 1,000 words about gulab jamun. If I read your 1,000 words, I should get the taste. Is it possible? Even if you write a book, it's not possible, right? Because not only gulab jamun or water, none of our experiences can be transferred to words. Is that true? Can you transfer your experience to words so that I understand? Your happy moments, your sad moments. If you tell me, can I get everything? Not possible. You can talk around it. Your experience is like a mountain. If you explain, it will be like a small stone. This is what I can grasp. If we are unable to understand the experience of gulab jamun or water, where we got knowledge to understand God and meditation? Is it possible? Do you think it is possible to explain and understand about God and meditation, which is the ultimate experience? Just one gulab jamun, I am unable to spell it out. Where I got the capability to understand and define God and meditation, which is impossible. We can talk around God. We can talk around meditation, but cannot be defined exactly. That is the reason all the gurus used to give the sadhana, the practices. Any guru said, this is mukti. This is how it is. He has written any book about mukti? Any guru? This is how it is. This is so sweet. And if you come here, it is so pleasant. None of the gurus has written. They will give you the tool. See, if you write a 100-page book about gulab jamun, I'm reading whole night. I spend time, I cannot get it. You put one gulab jamun in my mouth, no words from your mouth, just one gulab jamun to my mouth. Will I understand everything? Yes or no?
Yes.
This is what a guru used to do. You have the experience. So he gives a tool. You use the tool. Once you use the tool, you get your experience. Then it is much, much, much beyond words. So we will take an analogy. We are all go to theater. So we'll take an analogy to understand about Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So which is the hot movie now? Very famous movie. You assume any movie. Okay. Whatever movie you feel want to go. Now you got first show, first day, first show. Okay, ticket. Now you are getting into the theater. First day, first show. What will you do? You will take the phone. You will call your home. Please don't disturb me. I am in a meeting. I have a very important meeting. Okay, you got only one ticket. You will call your office. You say, very medical emergency. I'm going to take leave for half a day. You will cut the world. That's the first thing you do, right? You first collect the tickets, and you just call your office, home, your friends, and say, 3 hours, I have very important work. You are getting away from the outside world. What do you do next thing? You go and sit in the theater. Suppose, let's say you have your friends also there. Now, you will sit and you are sitting there. The cinema is there. The cinema just started. Maybe they are putting the reels or advertisement. And you are talking to your friends. And somebody is putting light and somebody is talking. So who are all here? You are there. The cinema is on. The disturbances are there. 3 things are there. After the reel is over, the reel they start and the first scene they start, all the lights are off. Now you're watching like this. Is that true? No talking. Nobody is talking to any other. Everybody is interested in movie. Who are all here now? Only you and the movie. No disturbance. Because the disturbance of talking has gone. Now you are sincerely watching the movie. What is this stage? You are getting very important scene. It may be a climax or it may be a turning point in the movie. Very emotional scene is going on. Now you are forgetting yourself. You started crying because the hero or heroine, the important character, that person is crying. You are crying here. Now who is here? You are also absent, right? In your experience, you are not there. That character has become you. Is that true? If the character has become you, then only you can cry. Otherwise, you cannot cry. In that few moments, you know you are in theater, but that emotion is so strong, it hit you directly on your face. Now we will keep this analogy for pratyahara. Pratyahara means withdrawal of senses. What are the 5 senses we have? Can anyone tell me what are the 5 senses? 5 senses.
Hearing, that smell, taste, and it is sight.
Sight, smell, taste, touch, and sound. Yes. So you have 5 senses. you are withdrawing your five senses. This is called pratyahara. Why I am withdrawing? Because this is all out. I have a cinema inside. Inside my mind, I'm going to watch cinema. So I'm withdrawing all my senses. I'm closing my eyes. Why for meditation you're closing your eyes? You're cutting off the sense. You should not do meditation under the fan. Why? Because the air will give you sense to the skin. The touch sense will come. So you're keeping away from any smell. You should not meditate in the kitchen, right? You're not doing. And keep silent, no ears, and no taste. You're not eating. All the senses you are withdrawing so that your focus will go inside. This is called pratyahara. The next step is called dharana. That means what? You are closing your eyes and sitting, but suppose you are meditating on your Ishtadevata, your favorite god. Now what happens? The god comes, the disturbance also comes about office, about home, about children, about many things it comes. Now you suddenly, again, you will shift your focus on God. So you are there, the disturbance is there, and the object of meditation is there, your God. Three people are here. Now, when you go intense with full meditation, the disturbance goes. Who are all here? I am there. The object of meditation is there. Only two are here. If I cross that, only the object will be there. Even I will be absent. The object becomes me. Every cell in my body, only the object reflects. I am totally absent. This is Samadhi. So, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. What happens if you do? If you do Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi on any object, you will get complete and correct understanding. We will see that. This is a little subtle. We will see that what is that we will see. Now, this is Dharana. Dharana means what? You are sitting in meditation. You are there. The object of meditation. Let's say Om. You are meditating on Om. When you meditate on Om, you will get some disturbance. The cake or ice cream or food or office, everything will be a disturbance. So in Dharana, three things. Disturbance is there. Object of meditation is there. And meditator. You are the meditator. Three things are here. So this is like a flow of water in a tap. Is the flow of water uniform here? It's not uniform, right? The air is coming and disturbing. So this is equivalent to Dharana. In Dhyana, what happened? This is flow like oil. No disturbance in the oil. Oil flows very smoothly and freely. No disturbance of air. So in Dhyana, what is not here? The disturbance is not here. You are here very much. The object of meditation. See the next photo. The first photo you have disturbance. In second picture, no disturbance. You are here, the object of meditation. You are meditating on your God. The God object is there. You are there. Only two things are here. This is called Dhyana. Uninterrupted stream of flow of consciousness. Oh, the last thing is Samadhi. In Samadhi, who is not there? The disturbance is not there, we have seen. Now the meditator is also absent. Only the object of meditation is here. This is called Samadhi. You become one. Now, just remember this analogy. The flow of water is Dharana because Dharana has disturbance. When you start meditating, initially the disturbances will come. That is quite natural. This is called Dharana. If you start practicing Dharana again and again and again, one day, at one point, after many years of practice, you attain Dhyana. Then you will touch meditation. Meditation will not happen just like that. If something happens immediately, unless until you are a big yogi, great yogi, otherwise it will be imagination. Maybe the great sadhakas will get meditation immediately, but most of the other people will take even lifetimes to reach meditation. Meditation means no disturbance. It may be good or bad, that doesn't matter. Only my object of focus is there. I am there. This is dhyana. What is samadhi? Merging into one. I am absent. Only the object is there. This is samadhi. So to remember, this is the first thing. Myself plus object plus disturbance. This is dharana. Myself and object is dhyana. Only the object is samadhi. Is it clear? Any doubt on this? So what happens if you do dharana, dhyana, samadhi? What happens? See, what you are doing, you are focusing, right? When you focus on one thing very, very sharply, with your full willingness, if you keep your attention on any object, what will you get? Suppose I have a phone, or I have a book with me, or let's say I have a pen. Okay, if I focus it very closely, what will I get? Can anyone tell me? What will I know?
Like a Sambhavi condition, like that.
What's that?
Science, maybe we call a Sambhavi like a condition. Eyes are just tilting in the middle of the nose.
That's okay. That's different. I'm just telling. I'm focusing on this pen. What will I get? By seeing the pen very closely. If I pay all my attention on
You
this pen.
start noticing all the details about the pen, like what color it is, what ink it, what
Very nice.
writing it has, something like that. We will observe that pen very closely.
Correct. If I show it to you, then you will say it is pen. This is like dharana, just putting your focus for some moment and say, oh, this is a ball pen. Then I will tell you, please watch it so carefully. Then you will watch, oh, there are lines are here. This is white color in the top. There is a black hand grip is there. You will go deeper. Suppose if I give you a microscope, if you put the pen under this, you will get all the details. Is that right? So this is same thing. Dharana, dhyana, samadhi means you are putting your full focus and attention on this object, not this, anything, on your God, on Om, on light, anything. Then you will understand each and everything of it. So what will you get for dharana, dhyana, samadhi? If you focus, you will get complete and correct understanding of the object. This is very, very, very important. Is that true? That is what will happen. So in dharana, the understanding of the object starts. That's the starting point, right? You are just started focusing, you get disturbance around it. So understanding of the object starts. In dhyana, deeper understanding of the object happens. In samadhi, complete and correct understanding of the object happens. Is that true? This is what the consequence of dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Can we take one more analogy and see how it is? Can you see people here? In this picture, can you spot people standing and they are like singing or dancing? How many people you can see? Can you tell me how many people you can see? You can see. Why so silence?
I can see none.
You can see none.
Hardly anyone.
Not anyone. Are you not seeing these people here? Or here in this photo, first photo?
Yes, sir.
I think second photo is zoomed photo, I think.
But we are unable to see. In our normal perception, this is what happens. Only I can see the gross. I can see the idol. What is that behind the idol? You take any god, I can see the idol. That's the first level of understanding. If you close your eyes, do dharana, dhyana, and if you get into samadhi or even get into dhyana, you will see whatever is not visible. That's why it cannot be explained. If I tell you, these many people are here, 50, 60 people are here, they are sitting, standing, they are playing something, you will say where it is. Illogical. It's all your imagination. No, yogi can see. Yogi have a zoom thing. He can see somebody top on the mountain here. Even God is here. You can see across. We'll see that. But for a normal eyes, it is not possible. You should have extraordinary perception to view all these things. When I see it is empty, from my perception, it looks empty. But that's not empty. I cannot see the reality. The reality is more. We will see what is that. Now you can see the same thing. Just watch. So now we have modern equipments, we believe. But a yogi comes and say something about life, we will say, no, this is not my experience, right? This is what will happen. The same object we are seeing, a yogi sees. But a yogi perception is so sharp, he can zoom in and find things. How he gets that capability? This is only through dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So we should have some limitation of logic, right? There is no, we talk about always logic. If the logic, if whatever we discuss, or if I say illogically something, you will not believe, right? But there are limitations of logic. How you measure the weight of earth? The base logic is to weigh anything. To measure the weight of anything, I should have an equipment. Do I have a weighing machine to weigh earth? Then how you measure the earth? Yes, I want from you. Do we have weighing machine? How you measure?
To put the weighing machine, put the weighing machine under that is impossible.
Impossible. How
We
to
have
find the
nothing
weight?
like
Sir? If you ask this,
I don't know. May possible the geophysicians may something tell stories.
Correct. If 100 years, 200 years, or few hundred years before somebody said this is a way of earth, the logic is we will laugh, society will laugh. Where is that big weighing machine? You are telling lie. Okay. Can I have a scale? I have a 1 feet scale. How to measure the distance between sun and the moon or sun and earth? If I say so many kilometers, you will laugh. You would have laughed few hundred years before. How you do you have this much scale or inch tape to measure? Not possible. And do we know so much intelligence we have? Up to the throat, you can swallow food. You eat gulab jamun, control you have up to your throat. Below the throat, who controls? Who takes charge that you swallow? That? No one? Is it you are digesting the food? No. There is a enormous intelligence in every part of the body. The liver does only its function. The stomach does only its function. Even it will by any moment, it will not interchange their work. There is an enormous intelligence below the throat which acts automatically. No one in this world can say, I ate the food, I digested on my own. Is it possible? Not possible. So if you think about logic, there is no logic to all these things. So you need a different kind of knowledge. This comes with like dharana, dhyana, samadhi. If you do that, you can control your body parts. You see many yogis, they control their heartbeats, they control their any parts. Any problem comes, they meditate and rectify. You gain mastery over something which you never thought of. This is a limitation of logic. Now, science has developed so much. How you can say it is illogical? We will see a small story about the father of modern logic. Aristotle is considered as father of modern logic. So what happens one day, Aristotle was just walking. He was always thinking. He always think about the problems, how to solve it. It's a great philosopher. And so he always thinking, always goes. So one day he was like walking on a beach and he has seen a person by name Heraclitus. So what he was doing is he was going to the shore. He was in the shore. He was going to the near the waves He's bending and doing something in the water, coming back to the shore. Very intensely he's doing, going left and right, left and right. So Aristotle was thinking, what this guy is doing? Just going and coming. He's not a kid. So he went and asked him, what are you doing? Then he said, don't disturb me. I'm very busy. Okay, then he was waiting. Again, this person goes and comes, goes and comes. He just stopped him. You tell me, what are you doing? I don't see you do anything. Just going and coming. Then he said, can you see in my spoon? He showed a spoon. He said, I dig a small hole in this beach. Now I am going to the water. I'm taking water in the spoon. I'm putting in the hole. You wait for some time. I will empty all the ocean into this hole. Then Aristotle laughed. What a mad person you are. Please stop it. You cannot empty the ocean into this hole. How you can do? Ocean is much, much bigger and you carry a spoon, which is unimaginable. How can you empty it? Then Heraclitus said, now my job is over. Then Aristotle asked, what? Not even the hole is filled. Now the hole is not even filled with water. What are you talking about? Then I want to read the words. These are the words of the masters of our times. He says, Heraclitus, the person who is just filling the water, he said, I am trying to empty the ocean into this hole with this tablespoon. You are telling me it is ridiculous. It's madness. I should give up. That's what you're saying. Now he is asking Aristotle, what are you trying to do? Do you know how vast this existence is? It can contain billions of oceans like this and more. And you are trying to empty it into the small hole of your head. You have a small hole on your head. And with that, like a tablespoon is your intellect and thoughts. With that, you are trying to solve or understand the problem of this universe, which is impossible. Please give it up. This is so ridiculous. Is not this great answer? Do you know how many planets are here? How many solar systems are there? There are billions of solar systems in Milky Way galaxy. We are in a galaxy called Milky Way galaxy. We have billions, not 1, 2, billions of solar system. And in the whole universe, there are billions of galaxies. So we can never even imagine the vastness. So if you put everything on logic, now I have 1 feet scale, I will use this scale only to measure everything. This is not possible. There is enormous intelligence beyond the logical mind. That's what our rishis and saints and yogis used. They just closed their eyes and found everything, which is beyond our understanding. So in normal sense, we can understand our limitation. What is the difference? Can anyone say what is the difference between these two toys? What's the difference? Make it interactive. I'm not asking any tough question. What is the difference with these two toys?
Just like colors.
Colors, correct. The shape is different, colors are different. What is the difference for this, sir? Anyone, please. Is it so tough question?
No, sir, colors.
In colors, the cars also different. One is Jeep like that, car like that, right?
Yes, sir. Their utilizations are different also.
What is the difference? Third picture.
Colors and dress.
Dress and color. They are twins, but dress and colors are different. Super. What is the difference here?
Smile.
Smile is different. It's not becoming complex, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, do you think you will answer the next question?
Every photo becomes subtler differences.
Subtler. What is the difference? In one part, other part, very difficult. Maybe you watch little closely with a microscope, you can find. What is the difference?
No, nothing.
Very difficult. You cannot say with this normal perception, you cannot find the difference. You know what is self-realization? What is mukti? There is God inside, like Purusha, the God, and all are the creation. Only 2 things are here. God is inside, the creation is outside. All the creation. The mind is also part of creation. Now, you should know what is the difference. You cannot find it. We cannot find a normal way. But we are seeing these blue balls, right? If a yogi sees these blue balls, he will find difference like this. He will say, this blue ball is having this characters. Second blue ball is having this character. As if he is seeing different colors, he can see. He will gain that capability. Our normal perception, we cannot do this. It is impossible. But he can find, because he is going inwards. He understands the object so subtle level, he can find it. If he masters the Dharana Dhyana Samadhi, ultimately it will end with finding the difference between Purusha and Prakriti. That means the self, the Atma. In Atma, Purusha, everything is same in Yoga Sutra. Prakriti means creation. Everybody knows there is a creator inside. Have you experienced that? Have you touched the creator? Anyone touched and experienced? We are telling Atma, Purusha. We never touched. We don't know what it is. But not only knowing what it is, the yogi knows what is the difference between that and my mind, between that and the object outside. So this is all beyond logic. You cannot logically come to a conclusion. Like simple gulab jamun, I cannot logically explain. You cannot explain logically the Samadhi. We can talk about it, get inspiration and move further. Now, these two sutras covers the essence of the basic understanding of the Samadhis. The first sutra 17 says about Samadhi called Sabija Samadhi, and 18 talk about different Samadhi, other Samadhi. We will see what is that. Now, before getting into Samadhi, we will see these 4 types, what are they. Now, let's see, like we have been given a new car. You bought a new car, okay? What is the first thing you will do? If you buy a new car, somebody has gifted you a new BMW. What will you do?
Look at all the features.
Okay, you will open the door, just switch on the car, switch on the AC, you will sit. The gross understanding of features, you will see what is visible outside, right? Suppose the car is with you for some time, more time, maybe 1 week. What will you see? You will open and see what is it engine, so fine, so powerful. Suppose you are like more interested, you will see what is the cc of engine, what is the capacity. You will know in detail. If you know the gross and subtle details of the car, you will enjoy the driving, right? You will not worry about it. Suppose you know the engine is so much high power. Then while driving, you want to increase the speed and check. You enjoy to its full potential. You have to use the machine to the highest level, right? That comes on the third. After some time, suppose you drive car for next 1 year, then you will forget. Even without car, you are so happy. You will forget about the car. You will do your own thing and you will keep going. You are happy. Just an analogy. So this is called Vitarka Samadhi. The first level of Samadhi is called Vitarka. That means gross understanding of the object is called Vitarka Samadhi. After gross, you are opening in the engine and going subtle level, the deeper level. This is called Vichara Samadhi. The name. You want to remember, you remember only level 1, level 2. Level 1 is called Vitarka. Level 2 is called Vichara. If you cross these 2 Samadhi, you will enter into a Samadhi called Ananda. Ananda Samadhi. This is the consequence, result of Vitarka and Vichara. The fourth is called Asmita Rupa, the I-ness. Asmita means I. That means now you don't need a car. Even in Ananda, you are enjoying the car. In Asmita, you don't need a car. You simply enjoy it. Just the experience of I itself makes you to feel happy and joyful. These are the 4 levels of Samadhi. This is gross, second is subtle, third is the consequence, fourth is ultimate thing. The same thing happens when you do asana. First time when you start doing Surya Namaskar, for example, what will you do? First day you are attending Surya Namaskar. The gross understanding will come. Only you will try to remember the number of asanas. 12 on the right side, 12 on the left side, the gross level. If you come to 3rd or 4th class, you will understand how to integrate the breath, right? When to inhale, when to exhale. Now you are very well with the Surya Namaskar. Now, when you do, you enjoy doing. Oh, very nice. My body is so flexible. After many, many months of practice, even after practicing Surya Namaskar, the whole day, the Surya Namaskar you are not doing now. Morning only you did, but the pleasantness will be there for the whole day. You know, it's going subtler, subtler. This is just an analogy to understand the different levels of Samadhi. Now, we draw a flow chart here. There are two broader Samadhi. This is called Sabija Samadhi. That means Samadhi with seed. The other name is called Sampragnata Samadhi. The second is called Asampragnata Samadhi. Just remember the name. Okay? This is called Sampragnata or Sabija. That means some seed is there, object is there. The right side is called Asampragnata Samadhi. That means no object. Here we have seen there are four things. Just we have seen, right? Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita Rupa. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Unfortunately, about Ananda and Asmita Rupa, there is no further explanation in Yoga Sutra. Yoga Sutra talks in detail about Vitarka and Vichara. Then it jumps to Asampragnata. So in Vitarka, you have two divisions. And Vichara, you have two divisions. So broader is Sampragnata and Asampragnata. In Sampragnata, you have these four. Forget the last two. The first two you have, in that you have two subdivisions. It is called Savitarka, Nirvitarka, Savichara, Nirvichara. How to remember this? Very easy. Remember ice? I'm giving you an ice cube. Can you tell me what are the features of ice cube? Can anyone tell me? Some features, 2-3 features of an ice cube. How it looks, how you feel. Can you please tell me? Are you in meditation?
It is in a solid state. It has a particular shape. It is very cold. It is kind of translucent.
Very nice. Nice, man. Nice.
Wow.
So these are the, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So these are the features of ice. Now go subtle. If you go subtle beyond ice, what will you get? Water, right? Now can you tell me what are the properties of water? The features, characters, properties of water. Totally different, right? This is not solid. This is liquid. This flows. The temperature is low. This is very soft, not hard. You can start talking. See, the features are different. Ice properties are different. Water properties are different. The base property is same. The molecule is same, but still it is so different. Subtle. Ice is very gross. Water is a little subtler than ice. Okay, now I boil the water. Make it a water vapor. Can you tell me properties of water vapor? Very loose, right? Very light. It mixes with air. It is not visible normally. It moves everywhere. The properties are different because I went subtler from water to water vapor. Go further subtler. You see what is further subtler than water vapor? Only molecules, hydrogen and oxygen. What are the properties? That is totally different. This is how the object goes. You are doing Samadhi, you are doing Dhyana, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, using a Ishta Devata, favorite God. Initially, only the physical form will be there. You will understand only the physical form. After that, you will go subtler. You will understand like water. One level inside. Then further inside like water vapor. Further inside, you will go to the root of your God. You will understand. Your understanding becomes very high level. This is called Nirvichara, the highest Samadhi. This is the highest Samadhi in Sampragnata Samadhi. This is just an analogy to understand. Going deeper, deeper, deeper from ice to atomic level. Now, right side is what? Asampragnata Samadhi. Here, the understanding happens by intuition. We will see that separately. Okay, no object. Here, the ice, water, water vapor, and atom. You have some physical thing, right? The atoms are not visible. Is it physical or non-physical? See, ice is physical. Water is physical. Water vapor is physical or non-physical? Can you tell me? Water vapor is physical or non-physical?
Both. I think physical. Because when you can put a plate, we can see it through bubble.
Yes, that is physical. I cannot see, but still it is physical. See, I cannot see corona. Corona is physical. That's a virus. It is there. Hydrogen, oxygen, atoms, they are physical. They are things which is there. Physically, it is there. I cannot see. So, for this samadhi, you need an object. If you do meditation and all, finally you will go to the root. Means not root, to the seed. Suppose you are seeing a banyan tree. You are going deeper. Finally, you will get into the seed of the banyan tree, from where it started. Still, that is a seed. It's a physical thing. So this is the end of physical. You will know everything about physical in Sampragnata Samadhi. Whereas right side, Asampragnata Samadhi is completely non-physical. We will see that, what is non-physical. Now, we will see an example. Now we understood, like, on an analogy, what is Savitarka Samadhi? This is the initial Samadhi, initial state. The first state starts. Vitarka means gross object. For any understanding, Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Swamiji. So I think Swamiji is traveling. Swamiji is in Tirupati. Hari Om Swamiji. Please have a few words with the participants, Swamiji.
See, I don't want to disturb in between. Just I was listening to you.
No issue, Swamiji. I will stop sharing. Please, Swamiji. We have time, so please. I will highlight Swamiji now. Yes, please, Swamiji.
Hari Om, everybody.
Hari Om, ma'am.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om. Just, I am sorry, I am disturbing you in between. But I just reached to room. So I thought I'll just listen what Balmurali is telling. Yesterday, I could not come, sorry, because I was again busy with something else. So actually, yesterday when you, I rested webinars, full thing I listened, and it was went on very well. I am appreciating Balmurali. See how wonderfully he's explaining. I think everybody accept this, that he explained very nicely. And I wanted to say you one thing, that I also read Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Swami Satyanandaji's book, and his Swamiji's this explanation about each sutra. But the way Balmurali is explaining now, with taking very general examples, day-to-day examples, how he's explaining is very beautiful. And it's very easy to understand even new people the concept of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So I hope not only webinar, but the regular classes, if you want to know about Patanjali Yoga Sutra and want to understand that, you must join Balmurali's class and and you will find it very, very useful, because he explains very in easy words, easy examples, and this thing, whatever they say, two sutras, first two sutras is there. This how you control by yoga, you can control the mind and vrittis of the mind. And when you do it, you can go to the reach to the stage of samadhi or stage of self-realization. For that, whatever you do, whether you do japa or you Ishwar Pranidhana, path of Ishwar Pranidhana, path of Vairagya, path of Ashtanga Yoga, best and best path which I experienced in my life is dedication to Guru or dedication to Ishvara. Because we were doing in ashram, Swamiji never allowed us to read or write anything. He said, do selfless service, Guru Seva, and you will get everything. So we were, whether it is toilet cleaning and sitting in giving lecture, or go to the coal pit in the morning, early morning, 3 o'clock in winter, and take the coal out. Whatever is small job or big job, with dedication, if you do, that is the, and you don't see whether it is good or bad, that is with that dedication. If you do Guru Seva, you get everything in your life. And second thing is simplest thing which you should adopt for your sadhana, that is japa. Once in Swamiji's lecture, when we were in Devghar, when Swamiji left Bihar School of Yoga and came to Devghar for village seva and in sadhana, he said, what I am today is reason is 5 malas japa, which my guru gave me diksha time. That practice still I am doing, doing the japa of 5 malas. That is the main cause of my my spiritual upliftment. So there's japa. When you take mantra from guru and practice it regularly with dedication, everything comes. Dedication comes, vairagya comes, samadhi comes, everything comes only by dedication. So you learn the whole Patanjali Yoga Sutra, but take one path for you, in which you have more interest, and follow it for maybe for this life or for the next life also, or for the next to next life also you have to do, but you must continue it. Once you take the sadhana, you continue it and try to reach to the ultimate goal of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Yoga. That is ultimate goal is self-realization. So not only keep it up to understanding or listening, but choose which path is good for you, which you can adopt and practice. So that is my wish, that everybody should do it. So don't know intellectually, but you must do the practice of in your life. So I am very sorry I interrupted you in between, but I'm happy that at least I made it. So thank you very much. Thank you, Balmurli. Sorry for interrupting you in between.
Hari Om, Swami. Not at all interruption, Swami. It's like, you're thankful for because the signal may not be there. You're trapped. Yeah. Hello.
Hari Om.
Not be there. Your time. Thank you so much, Swami. So what are like we are sharing? It's all blessings of Swamiji. Without the blessings, would not happen. So we always like wherever Swamiji is there, we invite Swamiji for every session to have few words about whatever it is. Thank you, Swami. Hari Om, Swami.
Hari Om.
So we'll continue our session. So the Vitarka Samadhi means it's a gross Samadhi, where you see normal understanding, the internal understanding goes like this. Now, for example, I am saying cow, okay? Or you are hearing cow sound. What will you get immediately? You will get understanding by 3 ways. One is called Shabda, Artha, Jnana. 3 ways knowledge comes. That means Shabda means sound or the word. When I say cow, you see C-O-W, the cow word or the picture or the sound, immediately something triggers. Immediately you will say, this is cow. And we'll leave Artha. We'll see next. Next is Jnana. Jnana means knowledge. When I ask you, can you tell me something about cow? You will start telling, right? Cow means the cow milk is very good. Cow is like this, and cows are different varieties. Are cows are found in different places. If you know any breed of cow, you will start explaining it. Is that true? This is Jnana, through your knowledge. What is Artha is? Artha is the actual cow. Let's say actual cow is standing. I'm hearing the cow sound. Now, 3 things are here. Through the sound, I get to know something instantly. Next is I think about cow and I get all the knowledge about it. I start telling you. These 2 are there. But there is something called actual cow. That means beyond my knowledge, there is lot of things about a cow, the actual cow. I mix all these things because if you say my knowledge and Shabda by sound, I may talk certain truth. Many things by imagination also will be there, right? I mix up things. I mix the truth. Truth is the Artha. Artha means the actual cow. About actual cow, I have some knowledge, and through sound and through my stored information, I mix all these things. Shabda, Artha, Jnana. Now my understanding is like this. This happens in Savitarka Samadhi. This is the first level. The mixing happens. So the commentators say this is called as vikalpa or imagination, because it is not 100% truth, right? Because I'm mixing everything. I am not knowing fully about cow, the artha. With my knowledge and my experience, I mix things. So it is not the true understanding. This is the first level of understanding. Then what is nirvitarka? Next step. Savitarka is first samadhi. Nirvitarka is second, level 2. Now we know Shabda, Artha, Jnana. The understanding comes here. Which is true? Shabda, Artha, Jnana. Artha is true, right? Artha means the actual cow. Here Shabda and Jnana goes, only Artha will be there. That means my knowledge will not be there. My knowledge is fully cleaned, empty. I don't need to hear sound or see a word. I will know exactly about the cow. This comes by higher sadhana. That's why, whenever you meet a yogi, the moment the yogi or guru sees us, he will immediately say what you should do. The moment the guru sees us, they will know what is our past janma, what is going to be the future. Accordingly, the guru will give a sadhana. So the artha is there. Artha is 100% truth. Shabda and jnana are my additions, my imagination. In second level of samadhi, these two goes. Shabda and jnana goes. Only the artha remains. Is it clear? It's gross level. Initially, you see, cow is a gross physical object, right? So in the physical level, the complete correct understanding of physical happens in Nirvitarka Samadhi. In Savitarka Samadhi, the mixing. Something will be mixed. Here, my memory is totally erased. I will get exactly the same what it is. If my memory is not erased, I will understand different things, right? On my way. It should not be my way. The understanding should not be my way or your way. It should be actual. That means as per artha. Suppose you hear a sound. You see the picture left side? You are hearing a sound. Oh, this sound, this is a violin sound. Okay, I am showing a violin. Now I am giving you a manual about the violin. I have written whatever is possible about the violin. Now you tell me, you have heard the sound, you know it is a violin sound. I am giving you a book or a full page, A3 sheet about violin, and the violin is there. Which is the actual knowledge? Can anyone tell me which
Practical. Violin, not A3 page.
Hearing music.
Hearing music is not actual knowledge. By hearing music, will you tell everything about violin? Suppose you want to learn everything about violin, I'm giving you a sound. By hearing sound, will you get everything about violin? No. If I give a manual, you will know everything about violin. Violin, to know everything about it. Is that true? Because whatever I can write and give you a manual is only part of it. That means not only sound. Understanding means what is the material, what is the thickness of the wood, what is the strings, material of the string, what is the length of this thing, what is the dimension of everything you should know. Can I put everything in the paper? Not possible. Or just hearing. If I hear, I will know it is violin. I don't know which type also. I don't know, maybe many types may be there. I don't know. So the sound and the knowledge, the manual gives only limited information. If I go and do research on the actual violin, then I will get to know everything. If I put that violin in a microscope, in a lab, now I understand everything, remove everything, understand, do research. But with the sound and the book, I cannot do. Is that true? So this is called artha. The actual violin is called artha. Its sound is called shabda. Jnana is the knowledge about the violin like a manual. Is it clear? So in first samadhi, you will understand by 3. Your mind is not fully on this object yet. Just started. In nirvitarka samadhi, your shabda and this knowledge goes, only the violin will be there. So you will meditate only on the violin. You got narrowed. Now you will get complete understanding of this violin. Is this clear? It will be a little, it takes more time to digest. I'm just trying to put it as much logical as possible so that we can just move around it. We'll get into further. How you say my knowledge is limited. That is also about violence. We will see about it. What is nirvichara, savichara, nirvichara, which is the third and fourth level. Okay? That subdivision we are talking about. In the one, we have two subdivisions. Second, we have two subdivisions. So it is 1.1, 1.2, 2.1, 2.2. You can do like that. So this is 2.1 and 2.2. Savichara, nirvichara. This is same as like savitarka, nirvitarka, except this is on subtler object. That means which you cannot, by senses, you cannot perceive it. You cannot see, you cannot hear, you cannot taste, you cannot smell, you cannot feel. Like coronavirus. Can you understand the coronavirus? By saying, no, you need an external instrument, right? This is subtler. But some other thing is physical. I have a water bottle with me. This is physical. But if something very subtler means, that is also physical, but very, very subtler, like atoms. So what he says is, these two samadhis are also similar to 1.1 and 1.2, except that 1.1 and 1.2 was dealing with gross object, whereas these two samadhi deals with subtler object, very subtle. So in creation, there is something subtle called tanmatras. It's very big concept. It takes 1 hour to explain that concept alone. Tanmatras comes from panchabhutas. We know 5 bhutas, right? Like here you have space, air, fire, water, and earth. These are all created or came from sound, touch, sight, taste, and smell. There is a evolution chart. There is something called evolution chart in yoga philosophy that explains it. It takes at least 1.5 hours to explain this concept. In actual class, we used to explain. Now let's assume tanmatras means they are the subtle part of panchabhutas. Panchabhutas are here. From where it came something called tanmatras. So in this samadhi, you will understand the tanmatras. So how to visualize tanmatras? Can you see a house here? Can you see it, right? Can you see the brick inside the house? Right side we have shown brick. Can you see the brick here in this house?
No.
No. This is so subtle. Only house is visible, but house is made of bricks. So the bricks is called tanmatras in existence. They are the smallest particle of creation. Like these are panchabhutas. Panchabhutas came from tanmatras. Let's assume now it is smaller than electron. So let's assume subatomic particles. They are subatomic particle. So you will get that understanding, subtler understanding in savichara, nirvichara samadhi. Savitarka, nirvitarka, gross understanding. Savichara, nirvichara, subtler understanding. You know, sukshma object. One sukshma example is like, if any of you doing regular puja, suppose one day you are traveling in flight, but you are a person who never missed any puja. You will light the incense stick, you will use the bell, and you will use the vibhuti, kumkum, everything. Suppose that day you are traveling. What will you do? You want to do puja? You can just close your eyes. You can keep your God here. Mentally, you can do, right? Possible. This is called subtler. You know, there is a great saint, one of the 63 Nayanmars. His name is Pusala. In South India, he is quite famous. He is a very great Shiva Bhakt. What he did, he constructed a temple. He is a very poor person. So he constructed each and every inch by inch of a temple in his heart. He is a great Shiva Bhakt. He constructed each and everything. All detailing, he did everything. He invited people mentally. He put in very good mason. He selected a good rock. He made all kind of sculptures, get a detail in temple. One day, the king of that place is the king of Kanchi. In his dreams, he also constructed a very big temple. In his dream, Shiva came. Okay, the king was about to do the Kumbhabhisheka, the opening of temple. That ceremony he kept on certain day. So Shiva came in his temple and said, "See, I cannot come to your temple. Same day, same time, I need to be there in somebody's place. His name is Pusala. He is living in so-and-so place. He constructed a magnificent temple. I need to be there. Please change the date," he said. The king got up next day. He was thinking, what? Such a big temple. I am a king. I am spending so many years to construct this temple. This is very vast. Somebody is there better than me. He started searching. He went to that place, he asked, where is the big temple? People said, there is no temple. But there is a person, very humble person called Pusala. So, but he did not construct any temple. So the king went and met Pusala. Then he asked, have you built the temple? The Pusala said, how you know? Because this I am constructing for many, many years in my heart, physically, very subtly. Then the king said, see, the Shiva came and told me like this. So I just need your blessings. So he just got the blessing, he went. Pusala was so happy. You see, the God ready to come into the heart where he built the temple very subtly, and that shows the devotion. And this is how the subtle level will help always. So going subtler into the Samadhi will have a different kind of experience. So to get into one more example, who is he? Anybody knows? Who is he? We'll compare with the Samadhi.
CDS.
CDS.
First CDS.
Okay. Maybe somebody who I don't know him, then I may say he is a military person. I'll say he is a military person or a general. Or like you said, you know he is General Bipin Rawat, you know. He said he is the Chief of Defense Staff. Suppose if we ask who is he to the family members, what they will say? They say he is a fantastic father. He's a great inspiration to all of us. He took care of us like anything. The definition will be different, right? Our definition will be different. The family and friends definition will be different. But if we see him as a person, if my definition and the family's definition put together, will it form the complete detail about this the great person? Will it cover both? No, right? I can tell something, some part of him. As a family member, they will tell something part of him. As a colleague, somebody knows some aspect of him. But the person is different. He is the person. If he is 100% means I can tell 5%, somebody can tell 5-10%, but I can never define him. Now this is called in Samadhi, the first level of Samadhi, Savitarka, you will say he is a military person, the first level of understanding. Second level, Nirvitarka, you can say he is Bipin Rawat, the great person, the first head of all the tri-services, the chief of defense staff, heading all the 3 services. This is for the detail, right? Level 2. Level 3 means you will say personally going inside further. He's a great father, husband, you can say whatever it is. And in the level 4, you will explain him completely in detail, both physically, mentally, whatever you know, you will get full understanding. This happens in Nirvichara Samadhi. This is just an analogy. First you see physically, then go deeper. Complete understanding will happen in 4th level of Samadhi called Nirvichara Samadhi. Our minds are normally limited. We know only from our past experience. Can you tell what is this picture? I cannot know anything newly. What is this picture?
Monkey.
Monkey. Very nice, sir. What is this? Skull. Very good. So this is what we have seen. So I can see only, I can recollect only what I have experienced or seen. Actually, these are flowers. These flowers have been found in some other place. So this is what the subtler understanding. It is going beyond what I know. All the thing what we see, do, and involve, it is from what I know. But something other dimension which I do not know comes, I don't have that faculty to experience. So that happens in subtler level Samadhi. If you go subtler, things you will experience is beyond the words, but only by experience. So this completes the left side. Savitarka, Nirvitarka, Savichara, Nirvichara. We'll see what is on the right side. The right side is called Asampragnata Samadhi. That means without object. You see the first side photo, there's an object. This monk is meditating on object. Right side, he's meditating without object. So if your object goes, only emptiness is there. That means you are into Asampragnata Samadhi. This is like, what is the object she's carrying? A pole, right? A stick. Now, this is with walking on the rope with the stick can be taken as Sampragnata Samadhi, the first left side. Asampragnata Samadhi is walking without stick. That means you have become a much bigger expert. Now you can walk without stick, without object, just you close your eyes. Now you will see the Anadi or no Swarupa, the unlimited God. But knowing should start from object. That's the easy way. Initial step itself, can you imagine the emptiness? Not possible. It's like I am driving a bicycle. Okay. Initially, when I start driving, I will use everything. If I learn everything without touching my handlebar, I can drive the cycle, right? That comes later, but not possible in the first step. So Asampranata Samadhi is without object, you merge yourself in the existence, the emptiness, and you experience the different dimension. Much higher dimension than the left side, the Sampragnata Samadhi. So this different experience is called intuition. This is called Asampragnata Samadhi. These are the words of Einstein about intuition. What he says is, the intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind, the so-called intellect, that mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Not yogi, people in yoga says, but people who is like regarded as the highest person, the topmost scientist. And he says the only real valuable thing is intuition. What is intuition? If we know word intuition, what is intuition? Intuition is without any logic, without you cannot explain it, but without any base or logic, you try to arrive at a result is called intuition. You don't know why. See, sometimes you might be thinking, suddenly something will flash, you will take one decision and go. If you ask why you took the decision, he said, no, some gut feeling said, I just had a feeling, I took the decision. So one of the things we can see is like, the cricket, in cricket, a captain will give the last over. Now T20 means 20th over, or a 50 overs game means last 50th over, to a bowler who is not a professional bowler. He's a part-time bowler, but this captain will give the last over to him. Maybe the last over, 4 runs in 6 balls. Chance of winning is very less because only 4 runs, but 6 balls. But that part-time bowler will bowl and take wicket. They will win the match. This happens. You would have seen that. If you ask, mostly, Dhoni used to do like this. He will change last time decision, something. If you ask, they will say it is intuition. No logic. Is there any logic? There is a professional bowler is there. He is very expert. Why you are giving to somebody who is not expert? By gut feeling they go. Gut feeling means something I get to know. Something is compelling me to take decision, but there is no logic behind it. This is called intuition. So these are the 4 steps of Samadhi. Samadhi 1, 2, 3, 4. Savitarka, Nirvitarka, Savichara, Nirvichara. When you get experience, you get into a Samadhi called Asampragnata. The first is called Sabija or Sampragnata. Second is called Asampragnata. If you master Asampragnata, the final step of Asampragnata Samadhi is called Nirbija Samadhi. This is the complete dissolution. The person who reaches Nirbija Samadhi will not come back. That's all. The Mukti has attained. He has attained Mukti. No coming back. So Nirbija Samadhi, only one sutta they have explained. But most of the time it talks about Sampragnata or Sabija and Asampragnata. We have seen these 2. If you take the next sadhana pada, it talks about Ashtanga Yoga. About what we have seen there, it talks about it. So I think we don't have time to discuss on the other limbs, but our aim was today to cover Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. Hope we have given some glimpse. If you want to attend the Yoga Sutra course, yes, you can do it. It is a 6 months course. It happens on Mondays and Thursday, night 8 to 9:30. We'll be discussing much in detail. We teach in 3 levels. The first level, we'll explain the flowchart. 1.5 hours, we'll explain only the flowchart. After the flowchart, level 2, that means every sutra we take, we'll explain you 2 lines about it. So without Sanskrit words. Okay. So you will get logically some essence about it. Level 3, we take each sutra word by word, we'll explain with lot of analogies, examples we always give so that you understand the essence. There are some our old participants are there who already attended, who again they are attending the second time and the third time. That is people who are attending for third time. So it goes, the learning takes time, but we'll be discussing in depth. So with this, we complete it. Maybe others, we don't have time, maybe another 20 minutes it will take for other asana thing that you might be knowing about yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. So I just opened the discussion to you. So any doubts, please, you can ask them about Samadhi. Or anything, if you have any doubt in Yoga Sutra, you can ask them. Question? All are in dhyana or samadhi.
One question from Vibhuti Pada. Can I ask it?
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Actually, most of the persons who cannot relate, who cannot practice the vibhutis like this through the Samastanga, Kriya, any practices, they said all these things are fake. I think these are not. But what should be the answer to them, to such people?
So what is the purpose of vibhuti, or you're telling these cannot be practiced, so these are fakes? People say these cannot be practiced, these are fake. That's what they say. You're asking how to answer the question, right, sir?
Yes, how to answer them, because people cannot practice it, they are not practicing the Yoga Sutra styles, and that's why they are saying, I think.
Sir, these vibhutis are power. People who are new to this thing, vibhutis mean power. You can walk on water, you can fly on air. These things are siddhis you will get, a yogi will gain on the path of this thing, yoga. So vibhutis are not to be used. You cannot practice vibhuti. You should not practice. There are two things. You can practice. It's like terms and conditions apply. But now we don't have time. So I will say you should not practice. If somebody asks, no, you cannot practice. You're telling this power is there. I cannot feel it. So it is fake. Somebody says, okay, I will explain. You say, I will explain you convincingly. Please tell me the taste of gulab jamun. I will tell you the meaning and essence of vibhuti. You tell like that. Because logically, that's what we can argue. We have seen already, experience cannot be transferred to words. If somebody asking you, no, if you only tell me, make me understand, then I will believe, then we cannot do anything. It's like as good as LKG, a student from LKG is asking how you can add A plus B. Only 1 plus 1 I can add. How to make A plus B? No, A plus B you will understand after third or fourth when you read algebra. So we cannot say that. You tell him, so when your understanding is only LKG level, we cannot teach you second or third standard. So we cannot do that, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Any question, any further question? Surprising, no questions.
Sir, more questions will come when they join the classes, not now.
Okay. Can someone, yes, thanks, Sanjesh. Some of you said 2-3 lines, sir. You shared. We have few people here. Or I don't know. I don't want to name. If any of you interested, you can share for just 2-3 lines about your experience about the class so that people may know.